Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with your boy Nacho and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is his ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands, the correction and the motivation that we give young dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give the correction. And if you notice where Rich places his hand on the training leash, he gives a little tug and let go on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. So not only has Nacho been trained to stay next to you and not jump up and bite at you, but you're going to be taught how to use your training equipment properly and correct him when it does happen. Now he's sitting nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash, and the command is Nacho, heel.
Nacho, heel.
At this point, Nacho has a job to do, and that is to stay even with your left leg. Not dragging you down the street, not pulling, not jumping up and grabbing your clothing, but walking nicely next to you like a gentleman, and each time that you stop your feet, he's been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. And he's doing a beautiful job of it. You can see that his attitude is good, that he's certainly not in any way not having fun with it. And if you noticed, Rich told him no, sit and stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and you should practice these stationary exercises indoors as well as outdoors. When Rich returns back to his dog, he walks all the way around him, returning all the way back around to heel position. He gives him a pat for praise, and at this point, the dog expects to get another command, and they take off heeling again. So this is how you walk your dog and keep him under control at the same time, focusing on you. And each time that you stop, whether it's to cross traffic or talk to a neighbor, he should be sitting quietly at your left and waiting for his next command. Rich is going to leave him in another sit-stay, and we're going to demonstrate the recall, or the come on command.
No.
Now he's going to lay down or sniff something, so Rich tells him no, pulls straight up on the leash, puts him back into a sit, and leaves him again in a stay. He has to complete the exercise the way it was taught.
Nacho, come.
This time he calls him in, and Nacho should come right in front and sit.
Nacho.
No jumping all over you, no going after your clothing, always focusing on what you want him to do. He's a smart dog. He's at a teenage stage where he can be fresh. And it's just like having a fresh teenager. He's going to test you and try you. Rich isn't letting him be distracted by itching, scratching, anything that he tries to do, because that's a distraction. Calls him in and has him sit, and then go back to heel and back sitting.
Very good.
That was better. Good job.
Nacho, heel.
And now they're going to set up to demonstrate our down commands. And you're going to be practicing these exercises with him over and over again. That's why we give you your video to work with at home. Now this time we're going to demonstrate your down from a heel position. So with your dog seated at your left, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word firm command to down and then stay. The long down stay when you're practicing, and practice right in your living room, is 3 to 5 minutes. And again, this helps build self-control and maturity and focus. It's what all these teenage dogs are lacking. When Rich returns back to him, he walks all the way around him, just as he did on the sit-stay. And Nacho remained lying there until Rich gave him another command. Now if he doesn't sit, you saw Rich say no.
Stay.
Give him a little tug on his training collar. He sat right away. He went down beautifully. And this time, instead of returning back to Nacho, Rich will call him in.
Nacho, come.
Comes right in and sits, which eliminates all the jumping. Back to heel and back sitting. Great job. Now the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is one of our more challenging ones, and that is your down from a distance. With your dog seated at your left, and you see how he wants to be distracted and Rich isn't letting him?
Stay.
There's people blowing leaves in the back.
Down.
Perfect. You turn to face your dog, and you put him into a down from a distance. Now we have demonstrated for you his healing, his automatic sits, his stay, his down from a distance, and his come. All these exercises are to be practiced with him. We usually say 3 to 4 days a week. I'm going to say when you first get him home every day. He has done a great job here at school and we're very proud of him. Thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.